Guys, welcome back to the Sensu Pop channel for another video. We are gonna take a look at those Unison cards that are being spoiled by Bandai, that's been reviewed by Bandai over the course of the couple of past few days. So we are concentrating on the leader cards and the Unison cards exactly right now. So this is gonna be an overview. So as you can see, we have a new Goku Black Rosé. Unfortunately, right now we don't have too much information on this card except on the ways on how you can get it. The problem with this particular card right now is I don't understand its auto, how this auto can be activated. If you think maybe there might be some interaction with the Zamasu leader that is coming out in Series 10, maybe you are right, but so far from what is reviewed on Zamasu's awakened side, the leader's awakened side, it seems that it does not have any interaction. Zamasu is being played with Zeno, and I can explain the interaction later. Alright, so this is how this is being played when this card is switched to active mode by your leader card skill. Add a marker to this card. It itself, it's unable to add any marker. So you have to rely on your opponents to you have to rely on your leader skill to push it to active mode, which is something that I don't know how this can be done, because right now we don't have any leaders that can do that. Remind me if I'm tell me if I'm wrong, but so far that's what I think it is. So activate main, you get to draw a card, then you choose one card from your hands and discard it, so he has the ability to recycle your hands. And then activate main, choose up to one of your cards, one of your opponent's battle card with energy 4 or less, and then place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. I think it's an okay card right now, but this is based on the information that we have going forward. When it comes to the artwork, I'm not too sure how I feel about this particular new style of artwork. I really need to see it. Maybe it takes some time for me to get warm to this particular art style, but let's see. Yeah. Alright, so here we come, Series 10. Zamasu Divine Rune Bringer. So when this card attacks, you get to draw a card, activate main once per turn, place one of your energy into the drop area, you get to choose one. This card gains dual attack for the duration of the turn, which is good. You know why? Because that means it's drawing 2, because the card draw is not once per turn, so you get to place one of your energy. It doesn't have to be in active mode, so it can be used in rest mode. This card has to be played with Zeno. I will tell you why later. Then you get to choose one of your opponent's battle card and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Right? It's gonna be pretty strong in my opinion when it comes to the Zamasu. Similarly, same type of art style. I'm not too sure about this. I have to say one thing that I do not like already is how small Zamasu is in this card. I know that they're trying to show the hands, but I mean, it's my leader card. I don't want my Zamasu to be like this and then the hands to be like that. It doesn't make sense. Try to avoid this art style maybe in the future. Yeah, make the leader more prominent in the card, and that is something very important in my opinion. Alright, Vegeta Elite Unison. When this card attacks, you get to add a marker to it, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle card and you get minus 5k for the duration of the turn. Pretty good. -1. So it has no ability to add marker on itself. Oh, it has. I'm sorry. When it's card attacks. Activate main, -1 marker. You get to choose one of your red battle cards or leader card. It gets 5k. And can attack your opponent's battle card in active mode for the duration of the turn. Pretty good card. I think I like this card. It's nice. It's a nice card. Alright, Vegeta Unisons of Might, +1. Draw a card. Then you get to choose one mono red card with energy 2 or less from your hands and play. Might be pretty powerful because you get, okay, first you get a card draw, then you get a free 2 cost card from your hands to play it. And the best part about this particular one is that when you play the 2 cost, the skill is not negated. So whatever skills that it has, you could activate it. The problem I have with this card, it's a pretty high cost card, but it's a 20k Unison card. That means it's kind of difficult to take a marker out from this guy. Alright, so until the end of your opponent's next turn, if your opponent will play a battle card using a skill, it is placed in their drop area instead. -2, super powerful. And -5, activate. It's not once per turn, yeah, it's until the end. So if your opponent has no battle card on their board, they're finished. So if your opponent doesn't have any battle card in play, do 1 damage to your opponent. It's a -5 skill. Yep. So you need 5 marker for you to activate, or to activate it. Yep. So if you're doing this, most probably it's difficult to get to your -5 because it's a +1 every single turn. So let's see how this card is so far. Pretty good. That's what I want to say. Yamcha. First thing, love the face. The face is awesome with the wolf. So this is what I meant, right? If you want to show hands, you know, then you see Yamcha and wolf. It's still very big part and prominent in the leader. But then Zamasu, it's like this. You can't really see it. Alright, so Yamcha, Supersonic Striker. When this card attack, you look at top 2 of your deck, pick one red card among them, add it into your hands, place any remaining cards in your drop area, and this card gets 5k for the turn. Pretty good, 20k, it's gonna swing. If you have a red Unison card in play, when your opponent takes damage from a non-keyword skill on your opponent in a battle card or Unison card, you get to deal 1 damage to your opponent, then negate the skill for the game. So you can only do it 1 time per game. So it's an indirect damage that it's gonna cause. So what would be indirect damage? I cannot think it through my head right now, but this Vegeta can deal 1 damage to your opponent, and this is not a keyword skill, it's just activate main. So maybe this is what he meant by that. You could also maybe play this Nappa. Then if you play Nappa, Nappa deals 1 damage and this guy deals another damage, so 2 damage, just like that. Right, direct damage to your, it's a burn damage. Alright, so I give this card 10 out of 10 just for the artwork itself. Let's go. This is the controversial one. SS4 Gogeta Peerless Fusion. This particular card, it's a skillless card. Is it skillless though? I would like to question that. 45k, 10 cost. How do you play a 10 cost card right now? It's almost impossible. If it is, I'm pretty sure maybe there's a way to cheat it out. It's for the Shadow Dragon Saga. That basically means that we might see Omega Shenron. But 45k, I'm not 10k skillless. I'm not too sure. There should be either there's a way to, there is skills and Bandai is just not showing it right now, or it is just there's a way to cheat this one out without paying the full 10 cost. So it's either one of them. Yeah, and if being a Gogeta card, maybe Union Fusion, it's gonna come into play. Yep, so that's what I want to say. Alright, here we go. SS Gogeta Dynamic Unisons. There's like a lot of emphasis on Gogeta and Vegeta, this particular thing. So 2 costs, and what it does is, if all your energy is in rest mode, your mono yellow leader, so you have to play with yellow leader, gets 5k power for during your opponent's turn. This is strong, this is powerful. Just an additional 5k makes it so much harder to hit your opponent to hit you, so that's very good defensively. When your opponent activates an extra card, add a marker to this card. So once per turn, not activate main, so you can be during your turn or your opponent's turn. So he has the ability to add a marker to himself like 2 times per turn. And the best part is that he has an additional activate main that even increases his marker on his turn. So there's a potential chance that if you swing, your opponent negates, and then you activate main, it's a +2 during your turn. Yep. So when you choose 2 yellow activate main, you may choose two yellow cards in your hands, discard them. If you do, draw 2 cards. You may, so you can activate main +1 and not do it. But if you do, you get to recycle 2, which is a pretty strong mechanics. Yeah. So -4 activate main during your opponent's next charge phase. Your opponent can only switch up to 2 energy to active mode. -4. This card, pretty easily you could get up to that -4. So pretty good. This card is strong. Broly, oh my god, I have a love and hate affair with this card. I like it that it's gonna be that it's Broly. However, what I want to say is this. When it comes to the artwork, they need to make that red shine more, right? Because this feels like, you see this particular part, it feels like I thought that it is the new Broly, right? Broly BR, but it is not. If you take a look at the artwork and this metal thing, it's definitely OG Broly. But the reason, if I have problems looking at it, is just because there's so much things missing in this card, right? it's so busy that the original artwork of the character itself is not shown. Yep. So choose up to one of your opponent's battle card, ignoring barrier, switch it to rest mode. Pretty strong, +0. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle card with energy 5 or less in rest mode and KO it. So this card, it's a pretty okay card. It's not a bad card. It's just that it is very, very situational. There is no way for you to add marker into this card except for playing multiple copies of this SS Broly. That's that. Yeah. Awaken SS Gotenks Display of Majesty. When this card attacks, you get to draw a card once per turn. When your opponent activates an extra card, you get to draw a card during your turn and during your opponent's turn. So this card, it's strong. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle card and switch it to rest mode. So when you attack, your opponent negates, you get to draw a card. When he attacks, you draw a card. When your opponents play something using an extra card during their turn, you get to draw a card also. So once per turn, if you activate Union Fusion, this card gets 5K and critical for the turn. Strong card, strong card. Alright, here we go. SS Bardock's Paternal Unison. When your opponent combos, you may choose place up to one of your card, place up to one card from the combo area into their owner's drop area. If you do so, you negate the skills for the turn. So this is pretty strong. During your turn, it's not even once per turn. So every time your opponent activates something, you get to throw things. And it is green. That means it plays into the archetype of the the watermelon Broly, right? The red and green Broly, that you can use it to take it and throw it, every single time. And this is super crazy. However, I have a problem with this card. Why is it Bardock's? Yeah, so I would love this particular artwork to switch and this will become actually Broly, so they can play with the watermelon Broly. But I'm pretty sure that is not the case. They wanted us to play with a green Unison, not a green Series 10 card, leader card. So maybe that might be some synergies over there. Okay, +1 activate main. But I want to say that I would really love it if the artwork is changed, right? This is actually Broly, so that I can play with my red and green Broly. So activate main +1, you may choose up to one of your green battle card with energy cost of 1 KO it. If you do so, your opponent chooses one card in their hands and discard it. Strong. This card gets +5k and triple attack for the turn. Strong. 30k just for 3, 30k, 20k triple attack. Strong. It's very strong. This card is very strong because you have to know that you're swinging at 20. That means your opponent must combo, and every time they combo, you get to activate this and drop your opponent's card. That's crazy. Your opponent has to spend so much just to combo out of this guy's attack or any attack that you can put on the board. Zeno, strong, very, very strong. If your leader card is mono blue, place the top card of your deck in your energy. You can't place cards in your energy area for the turn. At the end of the turn, place the card that you place in your energy with this skill in its owner's drop area. That is not the problem of the card, but that is the point that people are breaking the card for. That particular statement. Place the card that you place in your energy with this skill in its owner's drop area. That means before you activate main, you could ramp, right? And after you ramp the card, okay, so let me give you scenario 1 for Zeno +2. When you're using it with the Zamasu's leader, the whole idea is this, that you use your Zamasu leader, and then the Series 10 Zamasu leader, and then you use this particular Zeno. You play the Zeno, use Zeno's activate main, place the +2 onto this, you place a card from your deck into your energy, use that energy, and then use the Zamasu's leader ability to pop that energy so that you get your dual attack, that you get to draw the 2 cards, and at the end of the turn, when his ability pops in, his auto pops in to say you have to place 1 energy to your drop area because you cannot carry the energy to the next turn. The problem comes here is that you don't have to, because you already placed the card. You don't place a card, you place the card, and if you choose the correct card, which is the leader's ability, the card that you use Zeno to play, and put it into drop area, you don't have to resolve this, because you can't resolve this particular one. That is the thing there. So Zamasu will draw 2, will have a ram every single turn, and then doesn't have to destroy any of his energy. He is destroying for his ability, but not him. However, the broken blade comes in here. So if you choose, so when people play with Goku Black, they use Goku Black's ability to put 1 energy, and then they use Zeno's ability. You know, Goku Black would take 1 life and put it as energy, right? So it's a +1. Then use Zeno to place another card. So you have 2 cards. 1 placed by Goku Black, 1 placed by Zeno. At the end of the turn, Goku Black says, choose 1 card in your energy and place it into the drop area. However, here comes the thing. When you're playing, so you can choose the card. Instead of choosing your card, any other energy, you choose the Zeno card, the Zeno energy, and put it into the drop area. That means you get a +1 of your energy because Zeno cannot resolve his second auto. So that is the reason why it's broken. I'm sorry that it takes so much time, but this particular part we need to explain. It's borderline on the verge of breaking, because I'm not too sure if they thought about that. But this is something that we need to look into. So this card is pretty strong. I'm looking forward to play this with my original set to Zamasu, but I like it. So activate main, choose -5, because this is a +2, so it's pretty easy to get into that -5, maybe 2 turns or 3 turns. 2 turns you might get it. Choose all cards in the battle area, ignoring barrier, and shuffle them into their owners deck, just like that. Pretty good. I like it. And because it says not battle card, it says choose all cards, it also get past field cards. So very good. Love it. Alright, let's talk about the last card. Yep, so Ferocious Strike as a Son Goku. +3, when this card attacks, you get to draw a card. And activate main and battle. That means you can activate during your opponent's turn. Place 2 cards in your life into a drop area. Choose all of your battle cards and your opponent's battle card, ignoring barrier, and place them in their owner's drop area. Pretty interesting. You have to place 2 cards, so I'm not sure how to play this. I'm not too sure, but definitely I believe it's play tested, and there should be a lot of application. It's a very strong ability. 2 cards in life. Okay, I think it's fine. Yep. Alright, so that is my take. I'm so sorry if I talk too much, especially when I spend time on Zeno, and but I need to explain the interaction there and why some people are. There was quite a lot of talks about that card in the community. I hope I do a good job explaining it, guys. I'm looking forward. I'm not too sure how warm I am to the new art style. I want to really take a look. Unfortunately, the problem with the art style hit on 2 cards that I like, which is the Broly card and the Zamasu card. Let's see how it is, right? They're just too small and too noisy that you can't really see the character. Alright, so this is the end of the video, guys. See you guys in the next video. Alright, ciao, bye, stay safe.